It's the Unidentified Podcast, episode 25. Adam's here with me today.
Yes, I am.
This is Randy.
This is Adam.
Me. Yeah. So in case you couldn't tell our voices apart, we sound alike.
Identical twins.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Well, you got a shitty version of Batman, didn't you?
You just want to get right into the
Batman? Oh,
Batman.
yeah. Spew filth and hatred.
But I like the game.
Yeah, explain that, because you said you finished the entire story.
I finished the entire story on the broken PC version.
How? So it was far from unplayable.
It was far from unplayable, but it was also not acceptable as a release product. I will tell you why. Okay. So, I have a pretty powerful PC, I would say. It's not bad. Should be able to run Batman. I vastly exceed the recommended requirement. Let's say that. It runs like garbage. Like bad. Anytime. So in order to get it running even remotely acceptable, I had to go in not the game itself, because you can't, the game does not allow you to change the graphical settings that much. So I had to go into the files, open up the INI files, and change some digits around to get it to run properly. Once it ran okay, anytime I used the grappling hook or flew through the city or drove the Batmobile, it would chug like mad. Which is about, I don't know if you heard about Batman, there's a crap load of Batmobile.
Yeah.
In this game.
One of the main things of the game.
Which is my major issue with the game. Let's keep sticking on the technical. So it runs like crap. It crashes repeatedly. There's not really that many options. It looks it doesn't look as good as it should. You know what I mean? In terms of, the PC version should look way better than the console version, and it doesn't. It probably looks worse, actually. Because you have to turn the graphics down, because the game runs like crap. It looks so nice, though. I will say that. It looks really nice. Have you've seen how it looks? Oh,
yeah,
right?
I've seen stuff.
Looks real pretty. I mean, if you like those Batman games, this is another one. I don't really have a lot to say about it, other than I really liked the game. Other than the Batmobile stuff. I think the Batmobile stuff was terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. It's awful.
Yeah, I saw some gameplay and went, ooh, I don't like that.
On paper, it's not so bad. Like the tank, your Batmobile can turn into a tank because, I don't know why not. And you fight unmanned drones, because if they were manned drones, you'd be slaughtering people. So they're automatic, or I guess remote controlled drones. There's no people in them, so you blow them up. And the way that you fight them is that they have like a little targeting laser that shows where the bullet's going to go. And you have about a split second to dodge out of the way from that laser. If you're in the laser when it goes off, you're going to get hit. That is basically the gist of the combat, and it gets more and more complicated as time goes on. It's fine up until the part where they literally throw 80 tanks at you. Literally.
Wow.
80.
That's not fun.
No! And on top of that, you remember the thing, I don't know if I had said this on air with the podcast with you, but remember how there's a cutscene when you die that rubs in the face that you screwed up? In Batman. Like a villain you'll die and a villain will come up to the screen and be like, haha, you died. And
yes. I briefly remember.
Yeah, well, that happens in this scenario, but since you die so freaking often on these tank battles, you're seeing these unskippable cutscenes over and over again. It loses its effect. And it's also freaking annoying, because you just have to, it's terrible. I hate the tank combat. I don't hate the tank combat. I hate the over-reliance of the tank combat and how much they throw at you. It's not fun. The best part of the game is the story, the fighting, the stealth, all that stuff is great.
So the one new thing they tried to put into the game.
It sucks. It's freaking terrible. And I thought the same way about Arkham City when they introduced the flying. I'm like, I don't need an open world in this. And I don't need an open world in this game either, but at least it's better than Arkham City, I would say. I don't mind driving the Batmobile. I don't mind fighting a small amount of tanks. But good God, did they just use even on foot sections, they try to shoehorn ways to use the Batmobile. They're like, okay, well, I need to break down this wall, so I have to use the remote control on the Batmobile to get it into this door. And once it's in the door, I shoot the wall down, and then I shimmy down the wall. And then, there's another door I have to break through, so I have to switch back over to it's freaking annoying. It's so annoying.
What about some of those Riddler puzzles that make you use the Batmobile? Yeah.
So the very first Riddler puzzle that you run into, which makes no sense, I'll tell you why. You know the Riddler shtick. It's like, I'm going to challenge you intellectually.
Yeah.
Well, the very first Riddler puzzle you run into is a race with the Batmobile.
Okay.
It's race through this tunnel and don't die.
Okay.
I saw a good tweet where it's like, riddle me this, Batman. Drive through this tunnel and don't die. And Batman's like, that's not a riddle.
That's an order. Yeah, I've riddled you out of my riddle. It's a meta riddle. And the riddle is, why are you playing this?
Yeah, and it's stupid. Like, I thought the second one was okay, the second race, but the first race was terrible. It didn't make any sense. It's like they just found they needed some way to shoehorn in races in here. It's like, well, we put all this work in the Batmobile. You need to use it. So here you go. I think they're just, because everything else in the game isn't new enough. I think that's why. They're like, okay.
They needed a gimmick.
They needed a gimmick, and the Batmobile was the gimmick. So they're like, okay, we have to use the Batmobile a whole lot. Otherwise, people are going to know that this game's too similar to the last one. But I don't care that it's too similar to the last one. The story's good. It's dark. It's super dark. It's violent. It's good. There were things that I didn't like about it, but overall, I thought it was really good. And I finished that story. Some really cool moments. I don't really want to say anything about it because it's way too early for that, and there's some really cool surprises, I think. Yeah. Anything else you want to know about it?
No.
The
Somehow
PC port is garbage.
To get through it, which is impressive.
There was a day, just one random day where I could not play the game at all. As soon as it loaded up, it would crash. And I just repeatedly, and then I just tried it the next day and suddenly it worked. I don't know. I didn't do anything. It just worked. They didn't patch it. It just worked.
When what's it called? When the fucking, when they took it down from Steam and took it down from other places. So when they put it back up again, is everyone just going to get a patch for it that bought it beforehand?
I'd imagine, yeah.
Alright. How long do they say it's going to take?
They have patched it a little bit.
How long do they say it's going to take?
Too long. They haven't said. They said it's a substantial workload, in which case I'm thinking, why did you release this game? I'll tell you why they released this game, because they thought they could just release it, get the money out of people, and then patch it later, up until the part where Steam released refunds.
Yeah.
You done messed up, WB.
Pretty sure. Yeah, well, Warner Bros. Has been quite shite for a while now.
They have been. The Mortal Kombat port for PC was terrible as well.
Yeah, I believe I saw an interview where someone asked them point blank about the PC port, and they said, "Oh, it'll be perfect."
Yep.
And then it was shit. They just lied. Oh, it'll be great. Like, 'cause the last one wasn't any. No, this one will be good. Don't worry. And then it's shit.
Oh God, is it awful?
Lying pieces of
Yeah, but I mean, as a game, it's a really good game. If you like those Batman games, go in knowing that you're going to hate the Batmobile stuff, but know that there is a good Batman game in there.
Yeah, and just play it on PS4 or Xbox One.
Yeah, don't buy the PC. You can't actually buy the PC version.
Yeah, there you go. Problem solved.
Or maybe by the time you hear this, it'll be back up, but probably not. They got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
they showed a list of all the stuff they're working on. And it wasn't even all of the issues. There's just like, here's what we're prioritizing.
Oh my God.
There's just so many issues with it.
What we're prioritizing. Everything's fucked. But these things are more fucked than everything else. So we're going to work on these first.
Maybe get the game to a point where it's not playing like balls first. Maybe that's the first. Get the frame rate where it needs to be. And then work on everything else. That would have been the number one thing on my list is, all right, people need to be able to play this game. Let's just shut everything down, get that patch out, so the people that bought it can actually play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrendous. It's a mess. I really like the game though.
Yeah, well, fair play to you. Are you going to do all the, are you going to 100% it?
Yes, because you don't get the ending until you do.
Well, that's a bit shitty.
You get an ending, but you don't get the true ending until you do everything. Which sucks, because I really don't want to do the 240 plus Riddler challenges that are in there.
That's too many.
That's too many. There's like a perfect amount in Arkham Asylum, and then they put, I think there was 400 in Arkham City. And then they dialed it back because everyone's like, no, there's too freaking many. There are places in the game where I see Riddler trophies and I'm just thinking like, I don't know if I have the right tools for this right now. All I know is that I'm going to have to come back to this place that I don't want to come back to because I can't get it. It's annoying. And that's a problem with the open world because if you find a Riddler trophy, it's not as simple as Arkham Asylum where you can just like, oh, I'll just run back to this room later. It's no big deal. It's all the way across the freaking map. You have to get in the Batmobile to drive all the way there. And you don't remember exactly where it was. Ugh.
How big is the map?
It's pretty big.
Is there any fast travel?
No, there is not.
But I'm still, traversing is pretty fun.
Yeah, it is. You can fly, which is another reason why the Batmobile's pointless.
Yeah, I remember seeing that and thinking, why would you drive on the ground? You can just go over.
You can just
buildings.
fly.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you can launch out of the Batmobile and start flying.
It's like with Just Cause. Why would you ever drive? Why would you ever drive?
Or Saints Row 4 is the same way. You can fly.
Yeah. Why would you ever? Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the Batmobile.
They could have taken the Batmobile out and sold the Batman Arkham Knight as the end of the trilogy.
The problem is that they designed so much of the game around the Batmobiles that the game would be like a third or even 2/3 the length.
Well, how long was it to complete?
Maybe 10 hours.
Ooh, that all?
The main story, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
They would have.
Maybe they realized it wasn't the greatest thing in the world too late into development. They're just like,
yeah, definitely.
Fuck it, we can't do it.
I don't know. I feel like maybe they're not self-aware because there is just so much Batmobile. It's in everything. There's a boss fight in there. There are no boss fights in this game except in the Batmobile. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. The other games had boss fights. This game doesn't. Except in the Batmobile.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm on your side.
And oh god, the Batmobile boss fight is the worst thing in the world. I hated it so much. God, did I hate it. Oh, and anyone familiar with the Batman lore, I'm not going to spoil it, but the reveal of the identity of the Arkham Knight is the most disappointing thing in the world. Because I saw it coming a mile away. It was almost... I felt like it's too obvious. It can't be that. It can't. They have to know it's too obvious.
It's Joker.
No.
It's Alfred.
I'm not going to tell. Even if you get it right, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
It's Robin.
Yes, Alfred. It's Alfred.
Now that would be a twist.
See, that'd be cool.
Alfred's been injecting himself with some super genes and stem cells, and now he's superhuman.
Screw you, sir.
Yeah.
It reminded me of how I felt when Kevin Owens lost to Cena. I'm sitting there. This feels different, guys. They know that it's too obvious for Cena to win. They can't. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and then my heart sank.
They have to have him win because they need.
No, they didn't.
Stretch it out for another 5 months.
No, they didn't. We're not going to talk about that. I can't do it. But that's the way I felt. I give them the benefit of the doubt every time, and they let me down every time. Stupid Batman. I said, no, you're smarter than this. You're not going to let this be the reveal. It can't be. And it was.
Okay, who was it? I don't care.
I don't want to spoil it.
I'm never going to play it.
I know you're not, but someone listening to this might.
Okay. Spoiler for the next 30 seconds.
It's Jason Todd.
I don't even know who that is.
Have you ever seen Under the Red Hood?
No.
Okay, so basically, spoiler for the next, if you're back already.
It's fine.
Spoiler for the next minute.
It's grand.
Well, basically, it was one of the Robins that got murdered by the Joker, but didn't actually get murdered by the Joker.
There's been more than one?
There's like 4.
Why are there so many? What happens to all the other 3?
They grow up.
They grow up
and become their own dudes.
So, why can't
the first Robin turned into Nightwing. He went off on his own. The second Robin was Jason Todd. That was the guy that got murdered by the Joker.
Okay.
And the third one was Tim Drake, who's another kid. And then the fourth one is Damian Wayne, who is Bruce Wayne's son.
Bruce Wayne has a son?
He has a son with Talia al Ghul. If you're at all familiar with the Batman lore, the Jason Todd thing will disappoint you because it is the exact same storyline. So basically, the Arkham Knight is Red Hood. Hopefully no one is hearing that, but
I'm really glad that I don't know any of the Batman lore. Because I would have been pissed off with the films.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Why is that?
Because I don't know, maybe it was better I didn't know who Ra's al Ghul was. I didn't know these people. It's probably for the better.
It's Ra's al Ghul, by the way. They changed the name of Ra's al Ghul. His name is Ra's al Ghul. That's how they pronounce it.
Okay.
Did I just blow your mind? Are you
I'm going to rewatch all those films again. 9 hours of film watching.
Wait, are you just going to do the Nolan Batmans?
What, are the other ones even worth watching?
Yeah, Batman and Batman Returns are really good.
Is that the one with the Arnold?
No, that's Batman and Robin. Are you kidding me? That's the worst movie ever made.
That was the most memorable one.
Sure. For the wrong reasons.
Okay, what's the one? Batman Returns, is this? Is that the one with George Clooney?
No. That's also Batman. It's the same movie.
That's how memorable it is. That's how good it is.
Oh, what about the one with Poison Ivy? Yeah, that's still Batman and Robin.
See, I thought she was hot.
I hated that movie so much.
Who played her? That was Uma Thurman, was it?
Yeah.
What's the one with the cat lady? What's the one with
Batman
Catwoman?
Returns. There you go.
Is that the same one?
No.
What's the bad one?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Okay. So there's the Batman from 1989.
Yes, there's Batman with Michael Keaton.
That's the first one. And Jack Nicholson as
the Joker. And then there's Batman Returns with Michael Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and Danny DeVito as the
Penguin. Yes.
And then there's Batman Forever.
And that's the bad one. I can already see it here.
That's the middle of the pack.
That's the one with the Riddler. Oh, yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was perfect.
It's not that bad.
Except Val Kilmer. Is that the one where he had nipples?
Yes. I mean, George Clooney had nipples too.
That was so stupid.
The bummer about that is that when Batgirl was introduced, she didn't have nipples. That's sexist.
That is completely sexist, and I demand nipples on Batgirl.
I demand bat nipples.
Oh, good grief. Who played Batgirl? Was it Nicole Kidman or Drew Barrymore?
No. Nicole Kidman was... Oh, man, you're looking at the wrong movie again.
There's too many.
Maybe I just need to educate you. I just need to sit you down. I need to
Which is the one with Batgirl? Is it Batman Forever?
Batman and Robin has Batgirl in it.
Is that the one with Batgirl?
That's the one that you can...
That's just like a calamity of errors.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, in terms of ratings, Batman and Robin just takes a nosedive.
Oh, because it's awful! It's bad.
Who did play her? Alicia
Silverstone? Yeah, you remember Clueless, the movie?
Oh, she's very attractive.
Yeah, well, she was.
Hey, don't speak ill of the dead.
She's not dead. She
Her
just doesn't
career
look attractive anymore. She aged poorly.
She looks grand.
Have you seen her lately?
She's prettier than me.
That's not true.
She looks great.
Maybe I saw a bad picture of her, but it looked terrible.
I'm looking at pictures of her from last year. She looks great.
All right, fine.
Monster.
Well, either way, she didn't have bat nipples.
How do you say this? I demand you take it back against Miss Silverstone.
No, that one picture I saw looked terrible.
That one picture of her when she had just gotten out of bed. How do you look like in the morning? Huh? Like shit.
I look fine.
The sun was in her eyes. There's sand thrown into her face. She just come off the beach. She looked a wreck. Her face was red from swimming.
Why would she wait? She just got out of bed on
I
the
don't know.
beach?
She lives by the beach. She goes for morning swim.
Is her bed on the beach?
Yeah, that's also
Why?
happens. I don't know.
It's a terrible idea. The tide will just come and she'll end up floating out into the...
It's risk she's willing to take. Okay, yeah, the Batman films are strange.
But the Nolan ones are good. You should go watch those.
Yeah, those are very good. A bit long.
Alright. Yeah, they're long. But they need to be. I saw Jurassic World.
Any good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Broke a bunch of records.
Which is insane. I don't understand why. It's not that good.
Right time, right place.
I guess so.
I think it's just, it came out in a time, I don't know.
It's like a sequel to one of the most beloved movies of all time, and also it doesn't suck. I think those are two really big factors.
That's more or less it. And you put Chris Pratt as the main guy.
The handsome man.
And you go, oh, he just had Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, oh, I can't do that.
Oh, I saw that too, for the first time.
Oh, what do you think of that?
I didn't like it.
I thought it was alright.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was like hailed as...
Everyone seems to love that movie, and I just like, nah. I thought the first half was worse than the second. I thought the second half was better.
I thought it was a fine film. It was enjoyable.
It was well put together. It was competent, but I don't
understand
I was
this
kind of bored. I don't know.
Of an 8 out of 10. Like, hello.
Yeah, it was. I remember everyone like it's this generation's first big comic, like bullcrap. It's stupid. I don't like it.
We've done comic book films for the last decade.
Yeah, but this is the first original, not.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy is a comic book.
No, I know it is, but it's a relatively recent comic book.
Oh, okay.
It's like how people that grew up reading Spider-Man felt, only now it's Guardians of the Galaxy.
The director has had a choppy past.
Of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, he did bloody movie 43. He did a segment on it.
Maybe that segment was really good.
Maybe that was one of the few segments that were good.
He
did the Scooby-Doo movies.
Ooh. Poor guy.
He did Dawn of the Dead. That's not... Is that
the remake?
2004.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oh, so he does have a good track record.
That movie's
good for him.
Yeah. So Jurassic World is good. I didn't think Guardians of the Galaxy was very good at all. It's okay.
It's a nice film.
It was okay. It can exist. I'll allow it.
Will you?
Yeah. It can be a thing that is in this world. Oh, since I got you here, what are your thoughts on E3? Anything? You weren't with us for the...
E3 was fun. It was
all right.
Really fun.
Yeah.
I didn't watch anything live, so I was like,
I didn't either. I was busy that week. I had papers to write and all this stuff.
I thought it was fun. It was fun. It was just like a darn good time.
It was a good E3.
So I look forward to all those games playing in them in about 2 years' time.
Yeah, 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe more, depending on... I mean, how long did it take Last Guardian to even emerge?
It doesn't look much better than...
No! I don't think it looks good at all. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy of PS3.
Like, I've played through all of Ico, and I've played a little bit of Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
But The Last Guardian, I think, I suppose it'd be different. Like, if you describe Ico to somebody, shite. You know, you could sell them on Shadow of the Colossus. Easy. You battle these epic
you're climbing up these giant monsters and you're stabbing them, you're breaking... Yeah!
But when you pitch someone The Last Guardian, you walk a dog.
It's a really big dog.
A big dog. You
it's
go
like
walk
a dog with wings.
Around places, and that's... And when you play it, like similar to when you talk about Ico, or Eco, however it's pronounced, you get the same, like, it's hard to sell that, but I'm assuming it's different once you play it.
It is like Eco and Shadow of the Colossus had a baby.
Yep. Wait a second. Yeah, it'll be fun to play.
What do you think about all this VR stuff?
I won't be getting one.
I mean, I won't be getting one soon.
I won't be getting one for another 5 years.
It's going to be a while.
It'll be a long time.
Until it's at a price that I can accept.
Yeah, I'm not even entertaining the idea.
I mean, everyone seems to be super excited about it, though. And that's the problem, is that you can't know if it's good unless you try it.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
But how do you try it?
There's two groups of people, those who have tried VR and loved it, or those who haven't.
And are skeptical.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it can work. And then you just see somebody playing something like Outlast and freaking out. You go,
And that's a game that wasn't even built for VR. There are games coming out that are built from the ground up with VR in mind.
Yeah, what was it when they had people playing Alien Isolation? They had to give them a a warning if they had a heart condition. They weren't allowed to play the game.
If it was a reasonable price, I might get an Oculus Rift.
There is no price.
Yeah, well, the guy said if you want the whole package, it'll be about $1,500. That's a PC that can run it and an Oculus Rift.
Oh, actually, I stand corrected. As of June 11th, the official price is $350.
Woo! It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, actually.
No, that is the price of a console.
But so the fact that you need $1,100+ PC to run that sucker.
See, that's the thing. I don't know.
I mean, you need a more powerful PC than even I have to run it. That's the problem. You need a monster graphics card, like a 970, I think.
Yeah, you need something beefy.
You need something more than most people have. Oh, excuse me.
It'll be interesting when it says it's being released in early 2016. So once it's out in the wild, that will be because that thing's been in development for a long time.
It's true.
And once that's out in the wild, people can get their hands on it and play it. That will be the true test.
I'm excited to see where it goes, but yeah, I'm not getting one anytime soon. If I have an option to try it, I'll try it, but I don't know where that'll happen in my small, stupid, dinky town.
Insomniac Games are making a game for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This fucking over-the-shoulder thing.
Yep. I don't know. We'll see. What else is going on with you?
I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 2.
Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Gloves are off.
Okay. That game is stupid.
It's pretty stupid.
It's so... It may fall into the so bad it's good.
I like it.
There's it's like somebody should have stepped in and just said, "Hey, stop."
Yeah. I mean, he's needed that ever since Metal Gear Solid 1. I mean, Metal Gear Solid 1 came out and there was a decent balance there of crazy and grounded reality, and then Metal Gear Solid 1 was a success, so they're like, "All right, do what you want," and then that was where they screwed up.
There's a certain point in Metal Gear Solid 2 after I'm not even going to bother with a spoiler because the game is a decade old. But in Metal Gear Solid 2, after you meet the president when you're playing as Raiden, and you get into his room, and the president says, "Quick, we have no time. Let me explain for the next 5 minutes what's happening."
Oh, it's more than 5 minutes. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so he spends ages. And because they didn't want to animate the entire cutscene, it flashes back and forth between codecs.
Yeah, let's switch to our comms so people don't overhear us.
The worst what's the Patriots? Yeah, he just said the fucking Patriots. It's
Snake did that a lot in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Oh, it's terrible. It drives me up the wall. Like, he just says, stop taking the key word from that sentence just so you've got something to say. If he's monologuing, let him monologue and you don't interrupt. The Patriots? Nuclear weapons? Metal Gear?
Please elaborate.
Yeah, it's like, stop interrupting him and let him be brief. And then, okay, so the president talks for an endless amount of time, then finally asks you to kill him. Ocelot steps in, shoots him, and then walks away. He just leaves right in there. You've got an intruder. This guy's clearly an intruder. Shoot him as well, you dummy.
Well, no, there's more to the Ocelot story than you think.
Okay, fine. But at the moment, it makes no sense to me. I'm 7 hours in, I'm halfway.
At the moment.
It's stupid.
Okay, how about this? You're not going to get it answered in this game.
Okay, that's fine. So, then after that entire session with the president, you walk 3 paces. Then you get a codec from the feckin' general. Who then you tell him, Ryan tells him, the president is dead. The president is dead? Yes, he's just been killed. And then they go on explaining everything for another 10 minutes, also while prefacing it all by saying, there's no time, you must hurry. Spending 10 minutes then going over what was just discussed and elaborating even further on some of the points the president brought up. So then it finally finishes, And you go, thank fucking Christ.
And you start walking.
Yep. Oh, it's Snake. Quick, Ryan, there's Snake. No time. Well, would you believe the president is dead? The president is dead? Let me explain to you what happened. Fucking bullshit.
Alright, so when you first switch over to Raiden, it is incredible how often they freaking call you.
Oh, it's absurd.
It is ridiculous. I don't even know why they give you control back, because the second you start walking, they just call you right back up. It is insane. And you're right. The game definitely needed an editor. Or 17.
And it's not as if the dialogue is wildly interesting or entertaining.
No, it's not. It's just, it's convoluted. It's needlessly convoluted. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be in there that is in there.
Yeah, it's a horrendous mess.
It's pretty messy. But it's ambitious. You gotta give it that. And there's some cool stuff in there.
There is, as in parts of the game are really enjoyable. And there's no other game like the Metal Gear Solid series. There's no other thing on the face of the earth.
As bad as it is, I go to Metal Gear Solid for that craziness and that stupidity.
When I'm playing, you realize, alright, it's going to be full of cutscenes and codec messages. I play sitting back in my chair, just soaked into it. Just a cup of tea. I put the controller down and I just let it run. And then I start to realize I'm playing a really bad movie.
Oh yeah, that's the thing, is it?
Like during those 3 conversations, I was like, I could have been watching a film.
Have you played Metal Gear Solid 4?
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's worse.
80 minutes.
Well, I guess the difference is that
80 minutes.
Yeah. During that 80-minute cutscene, my girlfriend was here when that started. And she was like, holy, how long is this freaking gonna go on? I'm like, yeah.
I gotta leave here at 9 and it's now 7 o'clock.
Unfortunately, she was spending the night, but she's like, I kind of want to go eat. Can we?
It's like, I gotta wait for this cutscene. It's really, none of it's important. None of it's important.
It was important. Some of it was important.
Oh boy.
Maybe not 80 minutes worth of important, but maybe probably not even 20 minutes worth of important. But
Metal Gear Solid 2, also another thing, that game is really short.
Oh yeah. If you skip all that stuff.
It's only got the 2 areas.
Yeah.
And you go back through it so many damn times.
Yep.
It's kind of really padding out. There's a certain merit of backtracking, but not, the Metroid style where you're going back because you can unlock a new area, as opposed to the Metal Gear Solid version, which is go back here because we said so. All right, now go all the way back over there.
For me, the highs outweigh the lows, because I feel like the highs get really high when it's good, it's on. When it's bad, it's annoying, it's stupid, but it's frustrating occasionally, but it's never terrible.
Oh yeah, here's the thing, it's never frustrating to the point of putting down the controller. The actual gameplay is enjoyable.
Yeah.
The boss fights, I fought Fat Man and I fought Vamp.
Fat Man's a good fight. Fat
Man is a great fight. As in, once you figure out what you're meant to do, you're like, I got this. And then it's just it's really good.
I guess it's time for more bombs.
Yeah, and he's so funny.
1.
And then the fact that the final bomb is under him.
And you have to move him out.
I was running around for about a minute going, I heard the fucking beeping, and I was trying to spray his body. What's going on?
How great is that? How crazy is that?
What's really awesome. Poor from the game side, they don't explain how to move bodies.
That's true. But that was when you
probably
had
in the game
manuals, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because it doesn't, I was trying to figure out, how do you move bodies? How do you choke people? I was like, I don't know how to do either of those two things.
If you would have been paying attention to those calls, you would have said,
it's not explained in the calls.
You're probably right. But
it was probably in the game manual.
That game has so much in it. Not all of it works, but when it works, I think it's a lot of fun. It's worth it. Even how stupid and crazy the story gets, I think it's just a lot of fun. It's really ambitious. It does a lot of crazy things, and some of it works, a lot of it doesn't. But when it works, I think it's worth it. And that's why I like those games.
Yeah, and there's moments of It is, yeah. Every now and again, I'm like, this is really good. You get to soak yourself into it. Although at other times, you're like, just fucking get on with it.
I agree 100% about those ridiculously long codec conversations, especially when that president thing happens really shortly after you find the hostage guy, and you have a super long codec conversation with that guy.
Yeah.
And then, not to spoil anything, but you're going to get a bunch more. You're going to get a whole bunch more. Codec conversation. I don't know if it's because of the PS2, they couldn't handle that much movie or something, but because the PS3, all of that stuff, as bad as it is on Metal Gear Solid 4, at least those are actual cutscenes with character models and stuff. It's not all codec conversation.
Yeah. Another really interesting point of it is its style of, it's at points really stupid and embraces it, such as when you hide in one of the lockers, you can kiss the poster.
Yep.
Or, I think, something, oh yeah, when you're interrogating the hostages with the directional microphone, they'll piss themselves.
Yep. It's also, if you hold it, if you move the microphone down the hallway, there's a guy, he's got diarrhea on the toilet. And
oh, fucking Johnny.
Oh! Yeah.
There's nothing like the Metal Gear series. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks like it's gone the complete other direction. I can see why they took Kojima's name off the box.
I don't want that, though. I don't want a generic open world game. I want freaking Metal Gear Solid 5 craziness.
Yeah. That was one of the criticisms, like, you just showed us 40 minutes with no cutscenes. What's going on? Why
I can go play Assassin's Creed if I want that. I can play Batman. I can play Witcher. I can play all of these other games that are, take themselves seriously and have a bunch of content. I don't need that. I want the crazy off the wall cutscenes and story. And
although
if you're not giving me that,
it's based on Peace Walker,
which I'm out. Goodbye. If that's really, no, I do not. Because Peace Walker was a game. I don't want a Metal Gear Solid game. I want craziness. And Peace Walker had very little of it, so yeah.
Maybe in his old age he's mellowed out.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait until the reviews come out. If they tell me that, all right, no, don't worry, the story's crazy, then I'll get it. But if not, then I have no interest because.
Yeah, the one thing that sets Metal Gear apart from everything else is just how absurd its story is.
Everything's a freaking open world game with a bunch of stuff in it nowadays. I don't need Metal Gear Solid to do it. Yeah. I'm already sick of open world games. Next you're going to tell me there's a tower in the middle in Metal Gear Solid.
And objective markers
that reveals points of interest on the map, yeah. Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
been playing anything else?
Well, September 1st or something? September 1st?
Yeah, something like that. Yes, I think it is September 1st. You been playing anything else?
No, other than Bioshock. That's about it.
Tell me.
Bioshocks.
You want to talk about Bioshock again? I feel like that is the game we have most talked about on this podcast.
Bioshocks. Good God, that video. I finished the first draft of editing.
All right.
And now I got to do in front of the camera pieces and.
How long is it going to be? How long is the video going to be?
20 odd minutes. It's too big.
It's a spicy meatball.
I'm never doing anything that big again. I'm never writing 4,000 words on anything. It's too big.
I mean, all my papers that's nothing.
Oh, what?
4,000 words. 4,000 words is nothing. I write that all the time.
I know, but then to do that into a video.
Yeah, that's the part.
That's the part where you do voiceovers and camera work and lighting and editing and music and, oh God, I'm never doing it that big again. I'm just going to stick to my trophy videos that big. At least then I can watch myself while I'm editing. It's at least some bit entertaining.
Just watching you swear under your breath when you screw up.
Bullshit. I considered doing a trophy video on Metal Gear Solid 2 until I realized it takes 75 hours. There's so much in that game. There's 7 difficulty levels.
Yeah.
You gotta play through all of them. Then there's the virtuous missions.
Yeah.
Monstrous in size.
But, oh, you mean the virtual missions?
Oh yeah, what do I call it? Virtuous?
Virtuous missions. That's
That's Metal Gear Solid 3, isn't it?
3.
Okay. That I liked. That I genuinely
Metal Gear
liked.
Solid 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
That was my favorite in the series. I
Might
played
be my
2,
least
3, and
favorite,
4. I haven't played 1.
Maybe, I don't know. Would you be able to go back to 1? I think the remake of 1 is terrible.
There's a remake?
Yeah, there is. It's for GameCube. Called Twin Snakes.
Oh, yes. Why is it terrible? Oh, it changes the camera, doesn't it?
It changes the camera. It gives you the tranquilizer gun, which ruins the challenge of that game because it's not designed to have the tranq gun. And it turns it into the Matrix. Like all the cutscenes are super like slow motion-y, jumping over backflips and stuff. It's super weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. I think Metal Gear Solid...
Snake literally drop kicks a missile.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds... No. Bad. Bad.
It happens.
Metal Gear Solid 3, I think, just hit it. It got it right in terms of balance, and its story was self-contained and not too crazy.
I don't mind the story of Metal Gear Solid 3. Gameplay-wise, it is my least favorite.
It's too much menu shenanigans.
Too much menu, and I don't think the jungle is designed well. I think it's too hard to tell whether or not you're hidden. Like, oh, I'm 70% hidden. What the heck does that mean? Does that mean this guy has a 70% chance of seeing me? Or does that mean if he's 70% close to me? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm apprehensive about going back and playing it, because when I played it first time round, I thought it was just, I'd never played anything that had this much menu and fidelity, but the idea of going back through it and just hopping through menus every few paces, they completely rectified in Metal Gear Solid 4 with the kind of, the octo camo, what was it called? Omni camo?
Yeah. I think it was I don't know.
The camo that just changed to whatever
Yes.
you pressed against. That was perfect.
Yep.
If that could be...
But it
broad,
can't because that's
I know.
futuristic technology.
Yeah, but they got guys on friggin' hovercrafts.
I don't want to hear your lip, okay? It's the past, and they don't have that technology.
Yeah, but they've a guy who controls
They can
bees.
send dudes away on balloons and capture them, but they can't get camouflage that changes.
Oh boy.
I feel like there's got to be something else I played, but I don't think there is. I played Crypt of the Necrodancer, I guess. That was on sale.
Oh, that was like a little... You can put any song in there and it'll make a beat.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet because the songs are so good. But
I saw someone put in Dayman from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
But that's short, and the
doesn't
levels
really
end
work.
when you... Yeah,
It's
the
best for
levels end
something
when the song's
techno.
over.
Yeah.
So if you get 30 seconds per level, that kind of sucks.
Oh.
That's a good game. It's hard, but it's really, really good. I haven't finished it yet. I'm relatively close. I don't know if I'm going to. I might have had my fill.
Yeah, do you
It
ever
was
play
fun.
games and you play them for 3 hours? You go, I'm satisfied. That'll do.
Yeah, I'm not sure I need to see the rest of it. I enjoyed what I played, but I'm so close. I should probably just finish it. I don't know.
I have the exact same feeling with The Witcher.
Oh, are you close?
6 hours. Done.
Oh, you played 6 hours of it?
I'm like, that'll do.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm like 30, 40 hours in. I'm nowhere near done.
I know, but I think I'm good. Like it wasn't my
It's so
game.
good, though.
So I just borrowed it. It's like,
Did you do the Red Baron or whatever his name is?
what's that? I don't know.
That's the quest that starts everything, man. That's the quest where everyone's like, yeah, that's... You point to that quest, you're like, okay, this game's something special.
Isn't the game 200 hours long?
I'm 34 hours in and I have not finished Act 1.
And there's 3 acts.
Presumably there is more than one act.
If they call it an act, there's at least 2.
Yeah, there's at least 2 acts.
Yeah, I think that's too big of a... I don't even think the last big... That's not true. The last game I put more than 30 hours into was XCOM. And that was like 2 years ago.
You excited for XCOM 2?
I
I saw
don't
nothing
know.
about it, so I have no idea.
I don't know. I'm kind of afraid of it.
Because XCOM was your jam.
It is, but I'm afraid of that. I genuinely didn't play anything for about a month other than XCOM, and I played it endlessly. Like, I think I've put in 100 plus easy hours into XCOM. But I'm afraid of doing that with XCOM 2 because it looks even better.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because as much time as I put into the first one, I think I might put even more. Because they got...
what is wrong with this? Why is this a bad thing?
I'd never get anything done.
So what?
So what? Just be unproductive for a month. Who cares?
You know what? I mean... No, just set yourself up, like, set yourself a schedule. Say, I'm not going to touch XCOM until I do this today.
Oh boy, that won't work.
And then do that, and then just load up XCOM.
Duh, that won't work.
Why?
Because I won't sleep.
I mean, sleep is optional.
Sleep is optional. XCOM 2 has procedurally generated maps. Yeah. Sort of. Like, the maps have basic structure, so, still a suitable firefight area. But there'd be, like in some place they have like a castle in the middle. Instead of the castle, they'd have a cemetery. Or instead of a cemetery, they have something else. Or there's particular nodes on the maps, and they'll change all the time to keep the maps fresh. But they won't be unbalanced, but still fresh and offer different tactical advantages or disadvantages. And that's endless.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
You want to know the biggest announcement for me that made me the most happy?
Final Fantasy Remake?
Nope.
Shenmue?
Are you going to keep guessing? Do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah.
South Park.
Oh yeah, the fractured
I'm so excited.
Butthole.
That's such a great title too.
Was it you? I said I can't wait for people in shops to just be like, "I like to pre-order." No, just like fucking employees going, "Would you like to pre-order South Park?"
The fractured butthole.
Sorry, what? What did you say?
It.
And just moms going, "What did you just say to my son?"
I was doing with Nathan on the last podcast, saying, "How do you say it correctly?"
Fractured butthole.
The fractured butthole. It sounds like no matter, you can't do it.
Yeah, which is why they're brilliant people.
It's so good. I don't know. When they were come out and say, we're never making a game again because it was so hard, and then I was so disappointed because, man, do I love that South Park game. Man, do I love that South Park game.
Yeah,
I wanted another one.
I didn't want it to end.
I really did not. I've never wanted a game not to end so badly than South Park.
Yeah.
I was so sad when that game ended. And then I'm like, okay, this is the one game that I want DLC for.
Yeah, and there's no DLC.
It never happens.
And then, like, I did everything. Every side mission, everything, 100%. And
it was all fun. It was all funny and great set. Like, that is one of my favorite games in quite some time. It's so good. I'm going to go back and play through that again, I think.
It's just a pity there's no reason to replay it. There's no New Game Plus.
If
there's ever a game that needed New Game Plus, that was it.
I need to play it again.
Yeah, although there are different classes. I went back and I've played it through as I
was the Jew.
As the Jew, as the ninja, the fucking thief, and I played a little bit. Oh no, I played through as the warrior as well. I played through 3 times.
You played through the game 3 times?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I played through it twice on PC and once on PS3.
Alright. I like that game a whole lot, and I'm so happy they're making another one.
Yeah, it's...
And I love the little thing where they're like, oh, it's just another swords and sorcery thing again. That sucks. And then oh, no, wait, I guess we're doing superheroes now. That's so good. I'm all in for that game. I'm so ready. It's
not Obsidian that are doing it, though.
I don't care. Obsidian barely had anything to do with it anyway.
Yeah, true.
As long as Matt and Trey are involved, I don't really care.
They have everything made at this point.
That too. So is that, hey, they know what the game's going to go. We know what the game is, so.
Yeah, it's like you've got the map made, you've got the characters, you've got the animations, you've got everything done. You're just making a great big expansion.
I'm so excited.
They could make it 6 hours, 8 hours. They could make it. Yeah, it was like a 10-hour game. It was a sizable And there's like, if you push it and you do everything, it's about a 15-hour game.
Yeah.
Average playthrough, 10 to 12. And it's a funny average playthrough.
Oh, it's so funny. There's no filler in that game.
Nope.
There's filler in games all the time. There is no filler. That game is all stuff that you need. And
then 2/3 of the way in, they go, okay, grand. Welcome to Canada. And you go, oh, this is brilliant.
Oh, it's so good. God. Yeah. I need that next game. What was your most anticipated E3 game? Was it XCOM?
Well, no, because I know what XCOM is.
All right, so what is your most anticipated? Well, I know what South Park is, and it's still my most anticipated game.
That's true. I don't know. Because
I thought Horizon looked pretty cool.
It did, but these are games that won't come out for a long, long time. And
well, what game's coming out this year that you... Fallout?
No. I don't think anything. Ori and the Blind Forest is my most anticipated game. I plan on getting around to that eventually.
Yeah, that's out.
I know.
I finished that game.
How'd you find it?
It's very good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm the one that told you about it.
I knew about it beforehand, but when you said you were playing it...
I don't know. I think I told you on the podcast, and you're like, I'm going to look this up. And you're like, oh, look at that.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. Yeah, you were the one. And then I realized everyone adores it, and I just saw the art style and went, I'm in. It's like Child of Light.
Just close it. Like, nope, don't need it anymore.
I saw... Actually, yeah, I'm looking at the trailer. I saw literally 10 seconds of the trailer and went, I'm done. I'm in. Reviews, positive. That's me. I'll get it at some point.
Oh, for me personally, Super Mario Maker is something that I'm all in on.
Everybody did that. I can't believe it took them this long to make a game. Everybody sat in class and made their own Mario levels.
Yeah, now we can do it for real.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about it. Just the idea of unlimited Mario levels is my dream. Like that's...
It's the Little Big Planet thing.
It's Little Big Planet with a game that matters.
Yeah.
I hated the way Little Big Planet controlled. I really
floaty.
did. It's so floaty. Now this is freaking Mario. This is all three of the most perfect 2D side-scrolling games there is. Just right there, ready to go.
With Mario,
levels for
they might have screwed themselves. Because why would anyone play any other Mario game after that?
A 3D Mario game.
Ah, that's true. They have left 2D behind, more or less.
Yeah, kind of.
So, yeah, it's perfect.
God, that game's going to sell. Not to mention, they could sell levels for...
Yeah,
professionally made. They could say, hey, Miyamoto made these levels.
Here's a level pack. A $5 made by our developers.
Yeah.
There's 20 levels for a $5.
Did you see the levels for the Nintendo World Championships or whatever?
No, I didn't actually watch that.
Oh, that looked... I only watched the Mario Maker part of it, and it was a lot of fun. The levels they made were really cool.
Jesus, it's a 4-hour event.
Yeah, don't watch all 4 hours. Hey, Kevin Pereira's there. That was weird. Weird seeing him again.
Hey, fucking... Yeah, this is a weird thing. This is weird. Why are there people on a couch playing a game and hollering? I don't know.
Because why not? Fun. That's why.
Yeah, No, most anticipated games of E3. You see, it's just hard. Oh, Just Cause 3, I'd say.
Yeah.
But then, that's not coming out forever.
It's coming out this year.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Ah, that might be it. But then I know,
But you know what that is?
I know what that is. It looks fun. It looks like Just Cause. But
is there any game coming out this year that we didn't really know about
Fallout.
Before?
People didn't know it was coming out this year. They were hopeful.
Whatever. But we know what that game is. Kinda.
Any games coming out this year that could potentially be brilliant.
Like a surprise hit. Maybe like Shadow of Mordor last year, kinda. Say what you will about it. It was a surprise to a lot of people.
It was. People were hopeful. Like, maybe it'll be good.
Yeah, maybe it'll be good. And think, oh, wait, no. It's actually good.
Guitar Hero Live.
There you go.
Oh, what did you think of Rise of the Tomb Raider?
I mean, I'll play it. Eventually, because I don't have an Xbox One.
Yeah. I found that
I'm not getting one for it.
Really boring.
The stuff they showed was super boring.
Almost as boring as the Gears of War trailer or gameplay demo.
Or the Uncharted trailer.
Or the Uncharted thing, yeah.
Maybe that style of game is just done.
Yeah, it's... Like, I thought they had pushed it as far as it was going to go with Uncharted 3. That type of bombastic... what's the way of putting it? A linear set piece? Where most of your input is... it's like a QuickTime event, but not really a QuickTime event.
It's basically a QuickTime event.
Yeah.
It's like an interactive movie that you can fail.
Yeah. And if you fail, oh god, the second time around...
If you fail, it's the worst thing in the world because, now this exciting stuff that happened before, I've seen it.
Yeah, as in that Rise of Tomb Raider demo, when she jumps across, if she doesn't put in her sticks or ice picks into the ice and falls, you gotta do all that fucking thing again. You're like, isn't...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that style of game.
I had a good time with Tomb Raider, though. I hope it's good. I hope Uncharted 4 is good. I need to play Uncharted 3.
Don't bother.
I might do it. I have it.
It kind of plateaus.
I have it.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, give it a word.
I'm not going to buy the collection for it, but...
No.
Just the bummer about Uncharted 4 for me is that Naughty Dog, after Last of Us, I'm like, all right, Naughty Dog, I am in for whatever you have to give me now. As long as it's not Uncharted, and then it's Uncharted.
Well, they said this is the last one.
Yeah. But, I mean, I can't help but be disappointed when The Last of Us, which is this fresh, unique, really cool thing that they made, and it was incredible, and it's like life-changing. It's a bit of an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. And then they just like, oh yeah, now we're going to make another Uncharted. Like, really?
Yeah,
you showed me that you can do wonderful things, and you're going back to the well with Uncharted.
Yeah, I wonder how much of... It might have been a thing of they genuinely didn't know how The Last of Us was going to do.
It did well.
I know, but do you know they'd make two games at once?
Yeah, I know.
Where like one team works on one game, the other team works on another game in the background. Because the place split into two. So while The Last of Us was being prepped to be released, everyone else was working on Uncharted 4. And they're probably thinking like, if The Last of Us tanks, and they even said themselves, they didn't know how people were going to respond to it. They had no idea. They might have just thought it was a complete travesty and it would get 7s and 6s. So they kind of needed to have a game that they could bank on in the Uncharted series as a backup.
Yeah.
And then once The Last of Us was this monumental hit, the biggest hit they've ever had, they're like, oh fuck. We've just spent a year and a half making Uncharted 4, we're going to finish. So...
Yeah, but... I don't know. I feel like they could have tried something new, even.
But if they tried two things new and they both tanked...
You're right. Well, they should have made Jak and Daxter then. I don't freaking know. I just didn't want Uncharted again.
Yeah.
Make a new Crash Bandicoot. Get that license back.
Yeah. It's fine. They'll do Uncharted 4. They'll get 9s across the board. It will sell millions.
I bet you it won't get 9s.
Alright.
I bet you it won't.
And then they'll continue with... The Last of Us 2 was leaked. That it's happening.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's happening.
Was actually leaked?
Oh no, someone let slip that they're working on The Last of Us 2.
And no details, I'm assuming?
No.
Alright, let's speculate on The Last of Us 2 and then we'll wrap it up.
It was Nolan North. Did you not know that?
No.
He was in at some convention and he was just taking Q&As.
Wait, the character Nolan North plays in The Last of Us is
dead. Yeah, he plays
dead.
David, and someone asked him about his role of David in The Last of Us. He was like, it can't be brought back for The Last of Us 2, so they'll have to do something else. I'll find the transcript. But yeah, he basically let slip that they're working on The Last of Us 2.
Alright, what do you think The Last of Us 2 is going to be then?
I hope
Is Joel and Ellie involved?
They can either... Are they involved?
Are they the main characters?
I'd say they are.
I would too.
It wouldn't be without... It would be inside the realm possibilities to say, which the same time period, but two different characters.
You wouldn't need to do... I mean, The Last of Us kind of lives and dies on those characters. The Last of Us is a good world, but at the same time, it's just kind of a zombie world.
Yeah.
Without Joel and Ellie, you have nothing. You could make new characters, but...
And they're really good at making characters. Like, Bill was memorable, Sam and
What's her name?
And the other, the Black brothers, Sam and...
I don't remember.
Damn it.
You should know this more than I do.
I've played through about 7 times. Sam, oh fucking, well, those two are really good.
Super memorable.
So memorable. Tess was great. They can make good characters. So, it would be pretty handy for them to make. Although then, there's 2 possibilities with the sequel. They could either do it as a prequel, and have focus on the 20 years between Sarah and The Last of Us starts.
Yeah.
Or they could have it as a direct sequel the moment after the end of the game.
That's what I want.
Okay. I gotta answer the front door.
Well, let's wrap it up anyway. You go do that, I'll wrap it up. Alright, I guess he went to go answer the door. This is Randy, signing off. Secretly, I'm at the door. Thanks, Adam, for coming here and talking with me. Oh, yeah, top of the morning to you. It was real nice talking to you. Biscuits and gravy and all that sorts of stuff. I don't know what voice that is, or if they say biscuits and gravy.
Feckin' Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, go on.
Was it actually Jehovah's Witnesses?
That was late trying to get me to change my electricity.
Change your electricity?
Yeah, apparently I'm getting shafted by my current electricity provider and they want me to change their supplier.
Oh, change
them to fuck off.
Here I am thinking, your electricity's tainted. We need to cycle out some new power into there.
Well, anyway, you were saying direct, like the moment it finishes.
Yes, I think that's what I want. I think that's the unpopular opinion, but that's what I want.
I don't want that.
That's what I want.
That ruins the ending.
I suppose you're right, but they're smart writers. They can figure it out. I don't think it ruins the ending.
Well, then the whole point of the ending is it's acceptance of she knows he's lying, or does she? And she's just accepting it.
She does.
Yeah, and it's perfect.
You're right. I don't know, but I love those characters.
Yeah, that character arc Joel goes on is
at the
fantastic.
end of the day, that's me being selfish and saying that while the ending might be ruined a little bit, I could go for another 12 to 18 hours with Joel and Ellie again. God,
the resentment from Ellie would build.
Yeah.
I
bet that, yes, there's a story that you can write.
They could build to it. They're struggling to survive and more people are dying and Ellie's like, you should have let me die.
Yep.
You should have I had the cure and now it's too late.
Yep.
Oh God, that's their story.
That's the story.
World exclusive.
You found it.
We just found it.
Just called me up and said, hey.
The building resentment to their breaking point.
I'm in.
Maybe ends on an Ellie suicide. And Joel has lost another beloved child from his life.
Don't spoil the game.
I'm just saying. Story's written.
Nolan North.
Done. I should work for Naughty Dog.
Yep, it's that easy.
It's that easy. Well, these guys are getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah, what the heck?
Come up with their storyline for your entire game.
Do it. Just call me up. I'll give it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be like a water level.
Ellie can maybe swim this time.
Yeah, maybe. Or she can ride on a door again. I don't freaking know.
Those fucking floating water sections, the worst part of the entire game by far.
I agree with you.
The actual swimming is alright. But the dragging, the crate, and the way that it controlled weird, it was odd to control it. You had to rotate the camera and rotate Joel to keep it straight. It was strange.
I remember that in the part where, I don't know why I had trouble with this, but the part where Joel gets separated from Ellie and he's in the sewers, and I had trouble with that for some reason.
Yeah, because you can't see a damn thing.
I mean, that's part of it.
And it's just, they go, where am I going?
And there are clickers everywhere, and it's the most annoying freaking thing in the world.
Yeah.
But that's The Last of Us, and you heard it here first. The Last of Us 2, the story arc is right there for you, if you want to. I mean, you don't even have to play it now. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't bother. Don't give them any money.
I mean, I'm sure that you can pre-order it now, even though it hasn't been announced. I'm sure you could. They'll take your money.
And GameStop.
Just can I put money down on The Last of Us 2? Yeah. Well, the game doesn't actually exist yet. No, but yeah.
That hasn't stopped us before. We'll take your money. When it comes out in 3 years, we'll give you your copy. If this
All right.
store's still here.
All right. Adam, thank you.
Yes. You're welcome.
Thanks to no one else. Unless you
Nathan.
listen this far. Oh, if you listen this far, hand cream. Say that in the comments.
Hand cream.
I
Sounds
have dry skin.
slightly pervy.
Well, no. I mean, if you say it like that, yeah.
Hand.
Or I guess you could say, like, I use it for lube to masturbate, but I don't, so.
That just sounds messy to me.
I use it because my hands are dry. It's not even hand cream, it's face cream, and I use it on my face, so I don't even know why I said hands.
Do you think the real reason people use it is because their dicks are dry?
Yeah, I don't know.
They got dry dick skin?
I had a friend that said he could only exclusively masturbate with lube, and I said, well, that's weird. Because I don't use lube.
Dry dick skin?
Yeah,
I suffer
that's
from dry dick skin.
Yeah, do you just have do you just have dry skin on your penis? Is that?
You know, it flakes. Just need tons of lotion.
Well, I'm going to take a look at this cream, huh?
Does it say apply to genitals?
It just says skin. Still, hand cream is what I want in the comments if you listen this far. Adam, thanks again.
or dry dick skin.
Or dry dick skin, whatever. Whatever one you want to use is fine by me. Adam, thanks.
Alrighty.
If you good luck with that dry dick skin.
Yeah.
And I'll ask you about it next week.
It's infectious.
Oof. I love you so much, man.